Virgo, how you doing, guys? We are here with your October. How you doing? So I hope you had a very good September. I nearly said December. Something might be happening for you in December. It might be a big event that happens in December. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I hope you had a good September. That energy seems to be very, very kind of like stuck at the moment. Well, I'm definitely feeling it through Saturn going direct. But let's see, so Virgo, but we're really changing things up now. Now, on the other side now, I start to look into your partner and what's going on with them and how they're thinking and how they're feeling and what's actually happening in their life to do with their, if they are going through dilemmas, that I will connect with their family dynamics, work dynamics, how they're thinking and how they're feeling. But let's see, so Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for October. Virgo. Wow, someone just had this as well. Leo just had this in their deck here. There was some kind of dynamic going on as well on the other side for the other person, but it was something to do with a mother that's going on. Someone could be emotional. I'm only picking this up through the connection of their reading as well. Something to do with an emotion of like wanting emotion, wanting something new, wanting something fresh, but somebody could be going through a dynamic external to you or your partner that might be thinking about something that's over emotional, that's keeping them stuck. Okay, they want more out of life, and that whatever that is something to do with pregnancy. It was also something to do with pregnancy for some people. So if you're not relating to this, you're not relating to this, Virgo. But it was something to do with their children or their mother or father, but parenting or something like that. Parenting. Some of that could be to do with go-parenting or a GoPro is what I also heard. GoPro. Someone's going pro. Someone's going proactive. Someone's proactive. Okay, so I'm picking that up as proactive as in like something to do with pregnancy and something. Yeah, I'm going really cold. Proactive. Or someone's proactive now. If not, that's something to do with like a new relationship or a new sturdy foundation. I think that also that some of you are on the path of where you were feeling that the old person that you was with, it was too emotional for you to deal with because you weren't in alignment with them and they made you feel over emotional, and now you've kind of gathered back your bearings and you've started to become more stable. But I'm picking up that someone's now proactive, meaning like you're now active, like you're now acting in a new way. You're not acting out. It's like, or the other person, I don't mean acting out, but I mean like you're not acting on your emotions as much as what you was before. Now you have more of a stable foundation for growth, because I think that your emotions now, you've realised that emotions are really created by motion in action. Action, I think that's why now it's proactive. Because actions from the past have created you to be unstable, and I think you're now gathering your stability back, you know, is what I'm really feeling. Let's see what has Virgo got coming up for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for October. Virgo, what's Virgo got coming up for October? But I'm picking up GoPro as well. GoPro, I'm going pro. Wow, they really did. Oh my word, what's going on there? So that was the first card out. This is opening up. This is like not interested in the past of an opportunity that might arise for some of you from the past. But because this is an ending as well as it is a beginning, and Leo had this in their chart too. Okay, Leo had this chart too. But I think that this is like opening up, learning to open up, because this is an ending as well as a beginning, and it's open. It could be a Piscean. Okay, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But this is like accepting 10 of Cups is what I'm really feeling. It was kind of that way. It's kind of accepting 10 of Cups, you know. I think that you're learning to actually open up. That's what I'm saying. I think the past, for some reason, for some people, has made you feel very over emotion, and that person, if it was dynamic, taught you a lot really about emotions are just by actions and previous things that realizing that there's a great purpose. Really, Virgo, is realising that there is a greater purpose out there for you, and a brand new start and a complete brand new Virgo. You know, Virgo 2.0 is what I'm feeling. You know, because because we have to learn to literally open up. Now, some people, if you are connecting down a negative route, when you connect with negativity, right, it's a battery conductor. When you connect with negativity, what do you get? You get an explosion, but you also feel sick. Okay, if you're connecting with a soulmate, or a past person of negativity, we can become unwell, and we'd like sit and we can like, oh my god, I feel terrible and I can't stop thinking about it, and I can't stop, but when you're very open and very spiritual, okay, if you're connected with someone like this, that can make you physically reach for the stars, but like reach. Because a lot of people I notice, and this is not you, Virgo, this is something that I'm going through on my channel as well, is that people are leaving really shady, snidey comments about narcissism, right? And saying that the other person is narcissistic, but then they're having to go at me saying, well, move on and do this and do that and do this with your channel and what you're doing, and that you don't know what you're on about. Really? Really? Look who's talking. But I'm not saying you, Virgo, is another sign. But it was to do with, if you're going to slang around narcissism and stuff like that and saying other people are controlling the narcissism and then have a go at a channeler. Sorry, Virgo, I don't know why I'm saying that, but you might relate to that, right? Narcissism, control maybe. But I feel this is you now in control of your own emotions. This is you becoming stable of your emotions, because this is a state where you sit in them, okay, and feel them, because you feel this state, okay. This is a state of mind, okay. It's only the mind that creates the feelings of not wanting to open up to people or them not opening up to you. That is because you're not in alignment with them, okay. So whatever's going on there, I'm really not sure, and we'll have to see. But that is a 5 of Cups. So that's like getting over the past for some people. Getting over the past, but you have to learn to like have action now, because there's a greater purpose out there for people. But this won't relate to everybody, trust me. I know different star signs of the same that are going through different journeys, and some people really are connecting on with people that can't. Oh, don't. Oh, yeah. But let's see. So. But this can relate to your family life. There might be someone around the home life where you feel or they feel like, I just don't want to know. I don't want to know. There's something that I just don't want to know. And that would be a family member, though. A family member, okay, where they're just not interested in what you do and you're not interested in what they do, right? That would also be that, where there's no compatibility of relation. This is relating to things very well. This would also be a Piscean and very open and giving, right? But there's also another side of the scale of something that goes at home that keeps you stuck, where you're just constantly doing something, or they are, or something like that. But that would also be a family member where the family is offering you something and saying, look, come on, you've got to get out, you've got to do something, or, do something new, do something fresh. And it's kind of like, no. So there's some kind of, is what I'm picking up, of someone that you're connecting with is probably going through the same thing also, is what I'm picking up for some of you. But for some of you, like I'm saying, that is a family dynamic where they don't believe in what you believe in. That's the rabbit hole. Whatever that is, you have your own mind and your own belief. And sometimes we just don't fit in with people no matter who they are. Some families, they get on fantastic. But it's very rare instant that I find those kind of families now. There's a lot of families that don't get on with their family at all, And they don't. They go through family karma. Because it's structure. It's telling someone here what to do, and they don't want to listen. That's that. It's like someone from the family is telling them what to do, but they don't want to do anything different. Okay, so whether they're right or whether they're wrong, that's no one else's business, right? That's down to you, Virgo, or them. But what I'm saying is that you might be in your right to not want to do anything other than what you're doing, because it's your path of what you want to do yourself, So it depends on what a dynamic is created through that. But there could be, for some of you that are very emotional and fertile through this time, or very over-emotional for some people, It's about connecting with yourself, which is your yin and yang. You have to connect with that, Check out your Jupiter sign and your Venus sign, okay? But Jupiter's going to be because it's balancing out stuff. Your whole body is like a conductor and a battery. If you look at the battery as a positive and a negative, it's just the same that aligns you with the energy that's filled up through a battery that's depleted and filled and depleted and filled, okay? So you've got to see yourself as someone that is in alignment with things and not people that are not. because they drain your battery, they drain your life, and then you pick yourself up. But if they keep draining your life, your 10 of Cups, they stop you from fulfilling yourself, you know, fulfilling everything that you desire and want in life, you know. Yeah, there's some kind of conflict that's going on around family and probably a work dynamic possible. Sagittarius, you could be having a lot of conflict with a Sagittarius. That could be at work, right? If not, and you've got Sagittarius in your chart, you're still battling with someone at home as well, or at work, where work is just, it's kind of like a non-committal energy for some people, right? Where Sagittarius energies, they're really great, but they're open fire. So they're just open to want to do exactly what they want to do, and they will. And there's nothing against Sagittarian energy. My sister, best friend, is a Sagittarius, and we get on like a house on fire, okay? It depends on feminine and masculine. Masculine guy, or real masculine figured Sagittarius energies, that, well, even general, they still do what they want to do, okay? They really do. And you might be fighting against that. There might be some kind of dynamic where it's kind of like, no, you do this, and you're like, no, I don't want to know why to do that or how to do that. I just want to do this. And then they say, no, do this, and you're like, no. But that might also be something to do with the home as well, or a work dynamic is what I'm also picking up. Because that's the 5 regardless, right? That's 5 there and there's 5 there. That can be someone that you try to fight with their conditioning of their belief, their head. You know, it's trying to crack someone's skull and trying to crack someone's conditioning. It just doesn't work. It doesn't, because you're not in alignment with what they think. It doesn't matter how they feel. Their feelings can show one thing, but their mind can tell another. You know, that's the show and tell. They can express their feelings and they can give you their feelings and emotions, but they can't tell you, you know, feelings and emotions from the mind are completely different aspects in life altogether, because all you do is you try to fight the ship, the relationship, the partnership, the relations. You fight them because they're not in alignment with what you are. You do what you want to do, and people can continue this way for long periods of time, you know, because they sometimes they can't hear the truth, you know, because this is hearing. This is someone that can be causing a dynamic. It doesn't have to be Sagittarian energy, but someone can be causing a dynamic, okay, and you don't want to hear it. Now, if you don't want to hear it and you're not interested, you're not bothered, that's because you're not, okay? But whoever it is that you might be fighting with, they don't want to know. They don't want to know. This can also be you offering, or the old soulmate offering back to you that you don't want to hear from, okay? Because this is the 5 of Cups. This is the 5 of Cups, you know. So that would be the person that's trying, and you're just not interested. Or you might be, some of you might be fearing that they're watching your Facebook, or you might be putting things out publicly where, you know, it does happen. It's kind of like, no, I'm just concentrated on Facebook and I just want to put something out there just so they see me, because I want to be seen by that person, that no one else but that one person, okay? That one person. And then you can draw attention back to yourselves for a dynamic where it can play out the subconscious memory, where some people can start to lose their mind, you know, because you can get caught in illusion. You're caught in a trap, I can't hold back. That's not everybody, but I'm kind of feeling that for some. You know, it's kind of like, I really want this 10 of Cups. I really want it, right? I really want it. I really need this 10 of Cups. But I'm not prepared to open up in order to let the 10 of Cups in. I'm more concentrated on my past person. And that's the only person that means everything and anything to me, is that past person. That's connecting with negativity. They're going to draw you back to negativity, and all you're going to think of is negative thoughts and negative feelings, because you'll be up in your emotions thinking that they're good, but why can't you have them? So it's still connecting you with negativity, okay? So if you're going through that, that's a very big process that will be stripping back the rabbit hole of the conditioning. It'll be pulling back the conditioning to rip it away, okay, take it away. Something's been taken away from you, or you're taking something away from someone, or they took something away from you. Some of you, it is a family member, and it might have been relating to the pregnancy of children or something like that for some of you. Because it might be the person that you might have discovered, if you are connecting with another reading about pregnancy and a happy family, that you're trying to offer them, to ask them to be a stable person, to be like, I need you to be this for me, and I need you to be that, I need you to be wise, I need you to support me. And they're kind of like, no, I'll do what I want. You know, that is also a factor. You've got 5 and 5. There's a lot of ego involved and conflict involved with... Some of this can be unnecessary fights, unnecessary. Some of you, it's not, and it is serious, because these can lead to serious dynamics. If someone refuses to do anything different, there's going to be people around your family that are not going to like it. Okay, they're not going to like it. Now, it depends on how long you've been like it, because that might be the part of your family karma. It depends. I don't want to get into people's dynamics, okay? But there can be work stuff and family stuff, all of the above, and it's kind of like, I just want a break. I just need a break, you know. Because this is trying to prise someone's feelings from them. It's like, I just want you to just tell me your feelings. I just want you to tell me your emotions. And they're like, yeah, well, I want you and then I don't want you. It's like, I want you, but then I don't want you. And I want you and then I don't want you. I want you, but I want you perfect. Perfect isn't there. Perfect isn't there. This can be someone that wants perfection that much that they can lead themselves into a karmic illusion by constantly wanting things their way and perfect. Perfect doesn't ever there. It's not. Perfection is just an illusion. There's going to be stuff that you're not going to like about people, or that you are, but you're never just going to fall in love, and it's just going to be completely and utterly hypnotically perfect love, and everything, and all money's going to be there, and you're never going to be bored, and you're never going to be not satisfied. That's just not possible. It's not. I'm not saying that you're not, but what I'm saying is I'm getting that notion and feeling through these cards of that someone is refusing, blatantly refusing. But I could relate some of that to my stuff. Someone at 17 on the clock, you know, I do my work, right? Not in alignment with my work. Hates what I do for work. Hates it, right? Hates that I help other people. Hates that I'm caring and open and like helping people and I follow my calling. Doesn't like it. So we get into complete and utter dynamics because it's control, narcissism and control, right? So I cut it out. No, you will not stop me from doing my calling. So that can also be me, like that, you know, that does tarot card readings and tarot card channels, right? But I have a purpose to do that, so I follow my calling. But people are not gonna be in alignment with that, right? But if that's love, what's love got to do with it at the moment? Because Tina has just entered the building. Tina. Someone feels like they're being turned over, like, my stomach is just churning, it's turning over. Someone could actually be like ill. It's kind of like a co-parenting where it's like, no, listen, kids, you've got to do it this way. I keep telling you to do it this way. And they're like, no, I don't want to listen. And they're growing up. And you get into like a family dynamic. If they're small kids, if they're like adult children, I don't feel like it is. But I am kind of feeling that around this reading at the moment, Virgo. It's kind of like, well, I want to go out and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and like, this would be really good. And then the person that or someone's connecting with, someone's kind of like, no, it's just like, oh no, come on, like, get out. It's kind of like, but this won't relate to everybody. Let's have a look. Continue on this story, please. You know, if you are going through control, right, if you are, people They can show physical emotion, right? They can show emotion, okay? But what they don't take into consideration is your emotion, is yours of things that you want to do. They don't take that into consideration. They just think about their own. You know, they can go on about their own emotions and how you're making them feel. And then every time that you get into an argument with them, you're telling them that, no, you're not listening to what I'm saying to you. It's hurting my feelings. Or it's like, you know, and go over a complete and utter argument and story about things where they're saying that you've done this. And then when you respond in a certain way and show your emotion and say, no, it actually happened this way and that you made me feel and do that way. And then they go off for an hour and then they come back and say, I can't believe the way you made me feel. And they're like, what? You just spent a whole 2 hours going over that and come back with the same kind of response, which was how it made you feel? I've tried so many times to fit into how you feel and accommodate to your situation, but it just doesn't never work because you're not in alignment with them and you. You know, that's how a lot of those dynamics start, is because they don't like the things that you do and you don't like the way they are, right? So it can cause a fight. It causes a riot. But it might be that you're deciding to put down these wands and to drop this fight now and to actually heal from it through the temperance energy. But let's see. Continue on this story, please, for Virgo. One card, please, for October. Thank you. There you go. Wow, you are definitely dealing with a Leo for sure. I'm sure of you. This came out for Leo here somewhere. I'm sure it did. This is moving forward, moving away from conflict. Anybody that causes conflict, whoever this is, they're going to be dropping it and moving away. Moving away or moving out. But this could be a message that comes in that you either like or that you don't like. Okay? It could be from someone that has Sagittarius in their chart, possible. Or Leo or something. Aries. But I feel this is going to be communicating probably with some of you. Some of you it's to do with a child, an actual child that is Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you that is a child. Or it's a friend that's Sagittarius. Because that would be a friend that's Sagittarius. But that would be a friend that's a fire sign. Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Right? But I'm picking up Sagittarius child. Or you are the child, right? And your parent or one of them is a Sagittarius. Probably have it in their chart. I think some of you are having a dynamic with a Sag. There you go, Sagittarius energy as well. That is Sag to me, but Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. Okay, but you're heading towards a brighter outlook. You're heading toward optimism about a brighter future. So I'm saying you're heading towards a brighter future. You are. When this conflict is resolved in the right manner, when this conflict is resolved, we're going to really have to look to see what this is about and how you're going to get out of it. Because I feel this is you coming out of it, getting out of it. Or someone's trying to get out of it. Or get away from whatever it is that they're trying to get away with. That's a dynamic here, whoever that is, your partner or you. They're having a lot of trouble moving on from it, but I think that they are going to be moving on. They are, because they're both looking in this direction here, but they're both looking outwardly towards optimism, as if to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm dropped it, I'm out, I'm going, and I'm going my way now. I'm going to do things my way. For some of you, that is a Sag that is going to do that. Now, if you're connecting with a Sagittarius and they are Sag, they're going to be leaving or coming towards you, either way. But whatever this is, this person is going to do things their way. They're going to do things their way. Because I'm kind of seeing it as two approaches. All of these people here are in emotional conflict, and this person here doesn't seem to be wanting to know about it. It's kind of like two sort of readings that are coming out. I don't want to know. I'm not interested in like conflict. It might be you. It's like, I'm not interested in conflict. I do not want any conflict with people. I'm like, you know, I don't want to be fighting over stuff. I'm fed up with it, and I'm just moving on now. Like, I don't want to be caught in drama. I don't want to be caught in a triangle anymore. I don't want to be caught in dynamics with family members and sisters and brothers and all that sort of stuff. I don't want to be caught in this family drama. It's just that I've had enough. Do what you want to do. I'm going this way. That's the general perspective of the energy. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is that we are now going to, like I said, I'm not sure if I mentioned at the beginning, but I look into your partner. Now, I've altered it as I've been going through different readings, but clarify all yours. But look at what's going on with your partner and see what's happening with their dynamic and family and their work. That's either your love interest or your partner, okay, if you're married or single. But we'll go through that and then see, because some of the same cards have been coming up in the other readings, and it tells me and saying, this is them, that's what's going on. But you can still like this to this and them. But I look to see what's going on with them and ask what's happening in their life and what's going on and how they're thinking and feeling. And then we kind of break that down. It makes it much easier to kind of gain clarity of what is actually happening between your dynamic. Okay, but that's after clarifying all of these. Okay, so that will be over on Patreon or Vimeo, or you can have a private reading, and the links are all in the description below with all the prices for personal readings if you want one. Can you please make sure that you do me a favour and just hit the bell? The bell really helps me out with notifications because it works with the algorithms and stuff. Okay, thank you so much. But Patreon gives you obviously all access if you don't know and you just found the channel. Access to every reading that I do. It just gets put to Patreon and you get to watch them. Weeklies, bi-weeklies, life path readings, spiritual growth, all that sort of stuff. Tier 2 has access to all the teaching things that I do with the subconscious memory of where all of fear and all karma comes from, because that's how we manifest. Everything stems from your subconscious memory and the trigger of your soul path and soul calling and growth. It all comes from your head. That's the conditioning and that's the rabbit hole. So they are there as tier 2. You still get access to the readings, but tier 2 gives you access to those too. Okay, or Vimeo monthly. Okay, and we'll see what's going to happen. Thank you all so much for your kind words, support, comments, all that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate it. And let's see what's going to happen. And I'll see you on the other side, Virgo. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll catch you again soon. Namaste.